Perfect. So,
Hello.
hello. We'll just do our intro. Thank you, everybody who's here right now to join our third episode of Sister Soul Sessions. Here we just talk about entrepreneurship, of course, our networks, and everyday life. I'm Brittany, owner of operator of Holistic Bee, Build a Blunt, and Laylee Farms, being joined by my wonderful co-host.
I'm Amanda Armour. Hello, everyone. I'm the owner of AM Beauty Collection, LLC, and Armour Wing Spot. Thanks for joining us live while we talk about all things that are us.
Yes. And we are joined by our wonderful special guest, Miss GypsyBlac, a very, very dear friend of mine, Miss Naya Norell. If you'd like to introduce yourself to everybody.
Yes, I am Naya Norell, owner of GypsyBlac, world traveler, Reiki practitioner, just all around modern medicine that's learning and cultivating and sharing things I know to be true. There's a lot going on out there.
Yes.
But we'll just stop that for now. What I did before we jump into things, guys, I didn't notice that it kept joining me from Gypsy. I wanted to join from there around.
Okay.
Can I make that switch?
Yeah. Just go on. You can hang up here, go to your other page, and then request again. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But yes, and with Naya's other business that I hope that she speaks about as well, she is actually a notary public. So she is one of those notaries that, like, you need to get things signed and stuff. Yeah, she's licensed to do that. She always leaves that out, but it's a real life thing that she still actively does. So hopefully she brings that up too. Oh, there she is. I lost my sound.
Okay, so I heard you talking about what I don't be telling people about.
How you actually have a whole other business and you're a notary and you never bring this up.
I mean, there's a lot of things. I'm a flight attendant. I've been leadership and operations. There's been notary, so if you need a trust, you need to close my house, you can call me for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do some childhood traumas, you want to do some shadow work, you want to, whatever you want to do. It's the wine on what y'all drinking. Girl, go somewhere.
Hot toddy.
You want some water? We got some water.
I got a little crown in it.
To be here with you guys. I'm glad you.
Yes.
I'm glad you guys had me here today. I'm excited.
Yes, no, so excited to talk to you about all things that are you, especially being a traveling medicine woman. I would love to know more about GypsyBlac. So if you would talk more about that, where did that come from? Why is that the name of your business? I'm always interested in why people like name their businesses certain things. So like, where did all of that come from?
Well, aside the fact that I'm a Black woman and I love all things Black. I'm rooting for everybody that's Black. That's the number one piece. But Gypsy is something that just truly describes my spirit. Like even before the career as a flight attendant, people that know Naya know that she has lived everywhere, she has been everywhere, she's adventurous, and it really just, and Gypsy truly just embodies my tribal spirit. So, and healing isn't just something that you need at one point in time in your life. You need it at constant stages in your life. You're constantly relearning and unlearning, and different places in your life will cause you to do that. So combined with that, and that's how I even found my healing journey, or just the different levels of my healing journey, was through my travels and through me being here and there and living here and living there and meeting these people and those people. So just everything all encompassing really led me to just truly identifying with the idea of being a gypsy, a traveler. And then, just the magical pixie part, the fairy part is just a little sprinkle sprinkle.
Okay, okay. And how long have you been in business, Ms. Naya?
I've been assisting my community and those that seek me for years. Like, just, that sounds cliche, but that's just been since the beginning of time thing. But officially, I did my first attunement for Reiki practitioner back in maybe like 2019.
Okay.
But then even before that, I've been studying like different medicines and different spiritual traditions since like early years of college. I had a great mentor that was really adamant about me just learning and exploring other religions as a whole, and that's what kind of just gave a snowball effect. So that was probably like 17, 18, I said in 2018, 2019 is when I did my first attunement, and I've been sharing things I know to be true ever since.
And when you say attunement, is that what you like receive or like kind of graduate for, like Reiki? Like, or can you explain Reiki to everybody too?
Yes. So Reiki is a form of energy work. If you understand, or if you're not one that understands, energy is like grade school. They teach us that energy is never destroyed; it's just simply transferred. So our energy lives within our bodies, right? So the experience that you had when you were 10 years old, 5 years old, last week, 5 minutes ago, still lives within your body. So the idea is those, whether it's good, bad, or different, traumatic, or what have you, those experiences still live with you and walk with you and can actually impact how you go about your life currently. So for me, Reiki helped me to balance out things, to remove certain energies that just were no longer serving me, no longer welcoming, help me remove those energies from my body. So we hear a lot about that with movement medicine. Movement medicine is really important. Like just dancing, twerking, hula hooping, being active in the gym, things like that help move that stagnant energy, right? Like where there's pain in the body, there's energy trapped in those spaces of the body. So whether that's a headache or back pain or stomach pain, cramps. I know I hate to be cliche because I hated them people when they came across my timeline years ago too. Menstrual cycles shouldn't hurt like that, fool.
Right.
When they do, it's because something's going on there. You know what I'm saying? So there's pain in the womb. There's trauma in the womb. You have migraines because there's trauma and pain in these areas. So wheeling it back in, Reiki is a great way to remove those energies, expand on those energies. Because there is Reiki, I do Reiki not just when I'm in a bad place, it's when I'm in a good place too. So energy work is helpful when things are going good. You know what I'm saying? You just don't pray and talk to God when things are bad. It's when things are good too. They help magnify those same energies. Okay.
Yeah, I need to remove some negative energy from around me.
Right.
Yeah, it's a thing. And sometimes we need help, right? And I think that's all reaching out to a practitioner is. So whether that's a Reiki practitioner, a medicine woman, your priest, your pastor, whatever that is, your priestesses, whatever.
These
You just
kids.
you know what I'm saying? You just need a little help. You just need a little help, a little direction, a mentor, a coach, however you want to classify it. Sometimes we all just need a little help trying to get to where we're going.
Okay.
And how does this work with you being a flight attendant? So I know, like, you said it is all about your traveling spirit. So
how do you continue your practice? Because I know before you had a brick and mortar situation. How did that transition once you got fully into your flight attendant stuff?
Well, having a space is great because I like to gather, and I think gathering is so important. I think it's so important to share space. Two and three touch and agree, right? I think it's so important to gather and hold space. So that's why I was really inspired to have a space. And then, not to mention, as I learned more about spiritual practices in general, so whether that's crystals or the Bible or herbs and burnt offerings, anytime, once I read about them, I knew that they were working with people that looked like me. But when I wanted to go purchase them, it was, I won't say it was impossible, but it was quite challenging to purchase them from people that look like me. Now, it's been years since then, so I love the fact that that dynamic is changing, but that's what I wanted to be a part of, so that when people do discover their roots or they get drawn to this path, they can purchase and learn and practice with the originators of the practice, with people that look like them, right? I was blessed and fortunate enough to all my mentors. I even see some of them in the chat. Yes. EPJ, if she's still here, amazing doula, okay? Shameless plug. Shout out to her if you expect and want to expect those period parents I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? But coming back, the ideal is if you are wanting to have ability to share and teach people things that look like me. So that's where the space came. But then my life started changing. And I want to say started changing, but again, I've always traveled. I've never stayed in one place for a very long time. So I needed to reinvent it, which is what I've been doing. So now because I travel a lot more for work, I'm able to just go where I'm needed. Right? One of the things I love is that I truly only work with people that seek me. Right? I think that's why I have a hard time like advertising and things like that. Because if you're looking for me, you're gonna find me. And the people that know, even the people that's met me like in the last 6 months of the last year, you found me because you was looking for me, and it's been great ever since. So I truly love that that's a gift that I have, and you can't do that from inside a brick and mortar all the time. So I wanted to be able to be out there with the people in the trenches, all the things, and yeah, that's like that.
No, that's beautiful. No, that's amazing. And the fact that you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know that you're in alignment and that you're doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing. Because nothing in your life really had to stop or change. None of your love had to end. You just combined all those things. So I love that. I love that for you. I love that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I have a question. Do you have any kids, Miss Naya?
I do not. Not yet. Not
Okay.
yet. That's
Not
not
yet.
part of God's plan just yet.
No,
Okay,
that's
well, I
fine.
have a couple if you want some.
You know what? I may take you up on the offer because I'm a great auntie. I'm pretty. I'm a great
Yes.
auntie.
Yes.
Kids love me. The kids love me. I really, they really
Mm-hmm.
love me. But I am manifesting. These twin boys. Like, these twin boys are like in rotation. I don't know. I just think it would be a beautiful thing to have these twin boys. So we'll see the Lord say.
Okay. I just had to ask. I'm a mother of 3. And people ask me all the time, how do I juggle being an entrepreneur and being a mother? So I always ask, the people who are in business, how do you do it with kids? Because it's a lot. So, but like you said, not yet.
It's coming. It's coming. I like to think that I get good practice. We got Miss Tati in the chat right now. She said she could be better at babysitting. So that's because I'm gonna be around. That's just the gypsy thing. I just don't be in one spot, but I am a great auntie. Lots of love. I love the kids.
Okay.
Put their ass to work too. You know what? I'm not mad at that either. See, I should have kept the brick and mortar and put the nieces and
Right.
brick and mortar, and I just
Yes.
you gotta be thinking. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
She still be putting them to work. She still be putting them to work.
Yeah, all three of them.
Yeah.
But how is is being a flight attendant with this work though? So, you know, with you being this type of person, being spiritual and stuff like that, I know that people do find you. So when do you shut off? Because you already have to be like on, you have to be bubbly, you have to be available and approachable. How does that transition and shut off when you need to? Because there's two jobs in one now.
That's a great question. I'll be transparent and say that I don't think I've necessarily found the complete balance that I wish to have. Because it is a lot to be on all the time. It's actually something that I say. So thank you for that, best friend. Being on all the time is so exhausting. Being in tune with what people need is so exhausting. It's so exhausting that I recently had an experience where it was the idea of being locked in and being in tune to what somebody needed. And I showed up for what they needed, but I didn't quite show up for myself. And when I tried to double back and show up for myself, they didn't like how that felt. So it reminds me that it's so important to turn it on, to not just be on. There's no such thing as being on all the time. So I'm still trying to find balance in that. Again, traveling and doing the work has so many benefits. I can be anywhere, I can be everywhere. The retreats are coming. It gives me so many ideas, like my traveling altars that people have loved. Like it, it just opened other realms, but it did just that. It opened other realms, both good, bad, or indifferent. So I can't say that I know exactly, but I think what I want it to look like, right? I can talk about what I do want it to look like. I think I want that to look like a space where it's a safe place for me. It's a safe place for me not to show up as the traveling gypsy, the traveling medicine woman, but just show up as Nan. Not even show up as gypsy. Like I just have to have a safe place to show up as Nan and all the emotions that Nan has. Because people swear that because you choose this path, that it just means that you don't ever have a bad day ever, when that's not the case. Like, I get frustrated, I yell, I curse, I be angry, I still have all the things. I just process differently. I handle things differently. So, yeah, I feel like I've been talking and I got away from the question.
No, it's good. Work it out. What you mean?
Well, yeah, that's why I was like, is it a face you give? Like, yeah, this is mine. Don't ask me that question.
Yeah,
how you turn it off? Like, because I wish I can do that sometimes. Like how you said, like, you could just be like, sometimes you could just,
I wish it could be a face, but sometimes I feel like they don't care about the face. They don't care about the face.
I need you.
It's still I need you. I need you to make me feel good about this. I need you to tell me how to fix this. I need you to tell me what to do about this. It's usually all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that. It's even like being a flight attendant. It was so awkward, but I feel like I did it for the travel piece. But it's about serving people still, right?
Yeah.
So that's what it truly is. When does Naya stop serving people? When does Naya stop serving other people and serve herself? I think that I'm gonna write that down. I'm like, when does Naya stop serving other people?
Right.
No, I'm gonna ask because that's something that I always struggle with when people always know that you have an answer for something, or I'm saying, like, so like I always tell people, so I'm in IT, my job is already solving issues all day, right? Then I chose to have a business where I'm still solving your issues, and then I have kids, I gotta solve these issues, I got a home, I gotta solve these issues, I got bills, I gotta solve these issues. So yeah,
she got the baby sister and she gotta solve my issues because I got a bracelet that says, what will Brittany do?
No, for real.
I love that.
When she's done
I be trying to, like you say, I be trying to change. I be trying to handle things differently.
Yeah.
But some, but other people's issues or their need, I won't say issues, their need and their knowledge of you being a fixer, solver, spiritist, priestess, healer, whatever you want to call it, they don't shut it off, because I've been trying to talk to you all day. You've been at work, you've been, so yeah. Where is that happy medium? Where do you separate and have like a social life? Because does that then like mull over to your social life, dating life, being a healer, things like that? I'm gonna ask everything. I don't even know why you asked. Why you on here then?
So this is really not even a fair conversation. This is my best friend in real life. Like, for the people that's watching, like this is really this my best friend.
I'm asking from a strictly listen.
So she's making these questions sound, real politically correct right now.
Yeah.
She sounded real Candace Owens, but I just say okay, but nonetheless, very great question. I have found myself saying things like, "Stop dating the client," because again, the attraction to your light is, I don't want to hurt anymore. I don't want to feel what I'm feeling. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to feel lost. I don't want to be so confused. I want to have it all together. I want to figure it out. And you have the answers. So I'm gonna attach myself to you. You're gonna give me the answers, or help me find them, because I'm a firm believer in, teaching manifestation, all the things. So it's like, you have to surround yourself with people that are going to pour into you. And I think that's what got me better over time. I became better with my goddess offerings.
Okay.
I am somebody who had a real problem. And sometimes I realize I have a real issue with charging for my services. And there are people who get work from me consistently, and I never necessarily paid it down. But it's a catch-22, because I feel like, God provides, the universe provides. Like, I always see that I held space for this person. I took the time to help this person release this or whatever. Then some magical shit happens in my life on the back end. However, even though that's appreciated as well, when it's seen and unseen, however, I think the answer to that question is just becoming serious about my goddess offerings. Like, you can't just bring me anything. Like, you have to, and it doesn't mean that you're bringing me something materialistic either.
But you got to pay. Yeah.
Like, it has to, you gotta pay. You gotta pay with something. Like the work, the energy is not cheap. Like, it's just.
Don't minimize what it took for me to be CEO.
Don't minimize what it took for me to be CEO. Like, so you gotta pay like you weigh. Oh, I think she was in here earlier. I hope she's still in here. You gotta drop me a little emoji or something if she's still in here. But yeah, nigga gotta pay like you weigh. He don't weigh about 50, so yeah. That's it. It is what it is.
No,
I respect it, baby.
Yeah.
Because that's what's difficult when you start these entrepreneurial journeys. You have friends, you have families, whatever, and they just like what you're doing. They're like, well, and then maybe when you begin, you are offering things for free. You are trying things out. You are just learning, whatever. So yeah, I always ask people, like, so especially when you have your type of business and your gifts, how do you shut that off? Like, when did it turn into like, oh, sorry, like,
mind your business?
Right, because I'm still learning that now, but yeah, you do have to cut that out, because people still keep going and going and going and going, and it is draining. It's draining.
It is. So you just gotta mind your business. You know what I'm saying? And
I lost 3 people.
When there's cases where you should mind your business versus when you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know when those times are, when those times look like. So yeah, mind your business. That don't got nothing to do with you. Come back over here. that you were worthy of whatever the offering was that you had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of the fine, whatever the fee, whatever the offering was going to be, time, loyalty, whatever, part of you thought that you weren't worth it. That's why you dismissed it. So I think that's where a lot of that work came in. Like, and then just validation over time. Like, my work has, I mean, because not only Reiki, I've only talked about Reiki, but also being clairvoyant and, using carbs and water. I'm currently practicing bones and whatnot. It's like the validation that you receive and the things that do come about based on your predictions or dreams or whatever your sight is. Like once you do receive that validation, I think that took away the idea of, oh, I just want to do it for the love. Oh no, I gotta do it for the love, but I'm gonna do it for me too. Like I'm gonna do it for me too. Like my gifts are real. Like, God gave me these gifts for a reason. So I shouldn't use them and abuse them either.
No.
So I agree.
No, that's so important to say too. Like, realizing that these are true gifts, and I like that you're saying, your goddess offering, and whatever that may look like, for whatever person, but realizing that is important, and you have to, I guess, stand on that. Like, is that where you feel like you've developed your boundary as entrepreneur and making this a business instead of just who you are? You had to develop certain boundaries and just systems to keep track of, like, hey, this is where the friendship ends, or you can call me every damn day, to you're not on my schedule this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, where did those boundaries, I guess, is that what you had to develop?
I have to develop that. I think that's just my simple pleasantries and my leadership skills. My coaching and developing comes into that. Like, obviously, there are people that have access to me on a daily basis, right? And I'm not hitting them with the invoice or pay the fine. You know what I'm saying? But there are others that. So here's something that I just thought about. It was a post or something on social media that talked about how people value what they put into something as well, right? So versus how many people show up to a free class versus how many people show up to a class they pay $25 for versus how much somebody paid for a class, or how many people show up to a class that they spent $1,000 on. So it's like people value you based on how you value you, right? Like I've done work because I think the epiphany for me was when I was in close proximity and I saw myself sharing and doing work and pouring into somebody, and I saw them not even following through with the things that they asked me for. So, they said, hey, I'm interested in working through this. I got this that I want to do. I got that I want to do. It's all these things that they want to do. And then I go produce, whether it's the curriculum or the stats or whatever that looks like, that I know that works to help them move through. I gather the medicine, I gather the tools, and then they don't even use them. And I'm thinking like, oh, I have to be considerate. They don't have money. They can't afford to. Well, how about old folks used to say it, I can't interfere with what God is currently doing with you right now. So if you can't afford my services, you may not be in the realm or in the right frequency to even pick up what I'm putting down. So I don't have time for you coming over here fighting me about my price or fighting me about what it costs, or because it costs more than money. I think that's like the smallest thing. Like, because those money is the first thing you complain about. If anything, people will complain about the amount of time that it's going to take, the amount of consistency that it's going to take. But if the first thing you can do is complain about the price, baby, we wasn't aligned no way. You gotta go over there with somebody else to start to from zero. Because I'm not necessarily there. You know what I'm saying? But people will value you where you value yourself. So that helps me get my shit together because
Yesterday's price is
not
not
today's price. And it
No, that is so important actually to recognize about yourself. Like, where did you place the value on your skills, yourself, your business? Because
Right.
the right ones are coming. Like you said, they found you regardless. So it's being patient, I guess, in that, knowing that what you chose and your skill and your price, your value, not wavering, staying focused and staying there. That's the hard part. Like, how do you guys feel that you stay in that realm? Because you guys both sell services, or like my sister, she sells clothing items and stuff like that. Like, where do you get your value from? Like, how did you settle on that? Like, how do you stay there and make sure you aren't wavering from those prices that you know that you're worth? Like, what?
Yeah, I stand 10 toes down on my prices. The price is the price.
The price is the price.
Like,
I
and
like how
it's
she said
okay
that.
if this boutique is not for you, that's okay. But yeah, it ain't no $10, $20 outfits over here. Let that be by choice. Even with family members, like you were saying about boundaries. Family members want to come to the boutique and like, oh, let me get this. No, that's not how it works. Like, either give me what I'm asking, or you can go to somebody else. I'll even refer you, because I'm not mad. But you're going to have to respect me. That's
You
just
see what I'm
it.
saying? Is that
It like it takes too much. Like, it took me too long to find this vendor. I had to drive. You don't know if I had 3 buses to catch, a flight or anything. You want $10? No. It don't work like that. But they have, people for them.
that? And I guess that's why, like, that there's no harm, no foul, no shame, no foul in that. Like, I still know people that's doing. I mean, and it ain't no harm, no foul, because I don't even still get on live and do a free reading. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I still do readings and leave it up to a love offer. So I'm gonna leave that up between you and spirit, and you tell me what, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a spectrum, but to just when people show up and think that they don't have to give anything, you don't have to give the time. You ain't gotta, give the commitment to something. It's telling. It's quite telling, and it's a book.
So the least you can do is give, is
Yeah.
some commitment. Yeah, like,
That's
and you're
all I be
right.
saying. Let that be my choice. If you come in, you spend $100. I'm like, oh, appreciate you. Cause let me give you 10% off. But I don't come in there to be trying to shortchange me.
No,
That's
see.
not okay.
Actually, that's just something I think we have culturally, because I think there were times when we needed to, do that. But I think it's that. Those same people that come shop at your boutique need something for $10, but when they got it, they'll go to the fashion
It's
or
been
whatever
a full amount. Yeah.
and do a whole haul. And
Hmm.
want to make YouTube videos, post about it, and everything.
Right.
You didn't even tag that. Yeah.
I get it. Where's your
That's what I be saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, that's not even what I want to. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, I won't say a lot of times, but there are times when people don't even circle back on to get the credit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean it didn't happen.
Hmm.
That don't mean it didn't happen. You felt that, you saw that, you heard that,
Right.
you got that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
It's sounding far away all of a sudden, but
I'm still learning these
yeah,
AirPods.
there we go.
I don't like it. They're so like stuffed. Like,
Yep.
I can't
And it
hear
just depends on
myself
where they
talk.
are. Yeah.
I don't
Now
like
it's perfect
it. I don't like it.
as we're smoking here.
But yeah, it sucks trying to, have boundaries and stand on them, especially with friends and family. It's a lot. But, teach his own.
And that's what I find difficult. All of my stuff, like I said, I'm always solving an issue. So it's just natural to, you get me on the phone, my brain just goes right into, oh yeah, like I know how to do that, or I can help, but it's like I have to take those couple steps back or a breather and be like, yes, I can. However, how much time, how much effort, what did you put into it at least? It's that.
Mm-hmm.
So especially with your business, Naya, you know, people putting in work is going to be, you know, the most beneficial thing to their growth and why they're coming to you in the first place. How do you keep like your clients motivated? What does that look like? Like, is that a challenge all the time with your businesses? Like, because it's more spiritual work, like you do the crystal work, you have herbs. I mean, I'm a connoisseur of your incense. So yeah, thank you, B. Yeah, I mean, quick with the solutions. It's just natural in my brain. And I mean, remembering, hold on, I actually sell this product now. But yeah, like, so yeah, is that a challenge for you?
I'm sorry, it's what the challenge? Because I was reading comments and I shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, no, just keeping them doing the work. And
keeping them motivated. Yeah. That's what it was. Keeping them motivated. I think that varies. That varies just based on where somebody is at in their journey. Because it's something that old folks used to say, you know when you tired. You know when you sick and tired. So when you sick and tired of your own shit, that's usually when you can come and talk to somebody like me. Because you sick and tired, and you sick and tired of being tired. Yeah. Tired of being sick and tired. Yeah. So you want solutions, right? You know, you want solutions. And what I've learned is niggas in general hate solutions, right? All around the board. Niggas hate solutions. Like, people will look for a space, and that's really, so how about that's really when you gotta pay. If you just looking for space to sit here and tell me about what's wrong,
yeah,
and who did it to you, and what for, and how it ain't gonna ever be right, and it ain't never been right, and you definitely gotta pay. And you might pay even a little bit more because you're just at a different place in your journey. I'm about solutions. Yeah. Anything I'm giving you is a credible solution. So much that those people that, and I've learned that through those people that, you know, don't get an invoice every time they interact with me or receive love from me, because that's what it is ultimately, is love. Like, so when they receive love from me, it's a, well, Pooh, I didn't need that today. I just wanted to vent, or I just wanted to be upset today, and I'm constantly producing some type of solution. Well, this is what you need to do, and that's what you need to do, and that's okay. I've realized that that's a natural human state, but don't click the link in my bio. Don't text me.
You're not ready for solutions.
If you're not ready for solutions.
That'd be
right.
Me, because I be like, I want to have an attitude today. And Brittany be like, like you need to be doing other. No, listen, Brittany, I want to have an attitude today.
I'm like, girl, who has time for that?
I guess it's like, yeah, we can have an attitude today, right? We can have an attitude for today, and we can cry about what's wrong. We can be mad as hell about what's wrong. But how can we make sure we never feel like whatever we're feeling again?
Mm-hmm. Or
that's my biggest
or thing. At least know how to move past it and be healthy. And just be healthy in it. Sometimes, you know, you just have to, right, people charge just to listen to people vent. Exactly. And if that's not our service, don't call for it. But yeah, it's just knowing, knowing when to cut that part off and realizing like, yeah, this is a solutions-based service, and staying there, it's difficult because, like I said, even in our IT realm, you know, Naya, she was I'll just say OM pretty much in IT realms, and having to not only deal with our issues, but the people that fix the issues, and then the managers over those people and things like that. So it was different levels of fixing problems. And that's why I always go back to, so yeah, like if that's your everyday, like how much is that worth? Because, and I think that's maybe why you started your own business for it, because you're doing that for a certain amount that they're telling you you deserve to get. You know what I mean? So like, is that what made you guys become entrepreneurs? Like, you can't put the price on, you know, all this work that I'm doing just to be here every day. You know what I'm saying?
So I actually found myself having that conversation today at work, because of my resume, even as just being a flight attendant, I'm constantly asked things like, when am I going to cross over into that part of aviation, into like the leadership part of aviation. And I don't wish to, because I realized that it wasn't just a job. I actually have a talent. I actually have a talent, a skill, a gift to influence, to motivate, to coach, and to develop, to leave things in better conditions than I find them. So therefore, I don't want to use my powers for evil. I'd rather use them for good. And that's how I started my own business. Like, that's why I started my own practice. That's why I'm constantly learning new modes and levels of medicine, and challenging myself as a diviner, and challenging myself as an energy worker or herbalist, or just a magical ass Black woman in general.
Like, I'm her.
Okay. A liberated sexual spiritual being is what it is.
Listen.
Walking the face of the earth. Okay?
Listen.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that. I don't know if you guys have your tea.
Raise your teacups up, okay? Raise your teacups up on that. Because I just know, like, I realized how good I was in it. So being in that tech space, and then I had even switched over to the medical field space doing that same thing during COVID, and it was like, I'm really good at this. I think it was just a reassurance. Like, you really do coach, develop, inspire, like, make things better than, and you leave things in a better condition than what you found them. So, like, that's a thing. Like, that's a thing. Like, get paid for this thing. Like, I think that's it. Like, when the world finally falls apart, and, you know, iRobot comes true and all the things
Here we are, right?
Right? I think it'll just go back to bartering systems. And bartering systems were simply based on, what are you good at? What can you do? What can you do for me? What can I do for you? What can we do for each other? What can we all contribute? Right? And I think that's why it's so important to have an understanding of what your gifts are and what you're good at. And that's what, I mean, I guess I don't want to just put it all on that space, because, excuse me, in past lives, I've even been like house moms. Like, I've always been in a position of someone who is just a nurturer or some type of guide or offering a level of assistance or service, right? So that's why, like, when I realized what flight attending really was, it's like, excuse me, you're just still being of service to people, right? Like, I'll never not be able to be of service to people. So that's why it's never something that I feel that I love, that it's not overwhelming and it's not this. I mean, there are logistics, because I want it to be a business and I want it to be profitable. But ultimately, I just want to be the medicine woman that lives in the corner house with the lot and the garden and the fire pit. And I'm in DC now, so I'm trying to understand these English basements. So, you know, corner house with the upstairs and the cute little English basement where you go in and you buy your crystals and your herbs. You know, it's just that I want to be known as a space of, hey, when you need to be put back together, you can go there, right? So, like, even cooking, right? I think cooking is even a part of that for me. Like, listen, I told you I wear many hats. Like, even cooking is a part of that. Like, I can heal you through my tea or my soups or my tinctures. Like, it's, when you're not feeling good, go talk to Gypsy. Gypsy got you. You ain't feeling good. You need some love? Call me when you need some love. That's key. That's the whole concept.
Anytime.
Yeah. Oh, okay, sweet. I was pulling Summer Walker, J. Cole.
We're not going to go there. See, remember I told you.
I like the tweet. I do like the tweet.
I like that.
Botanicas are a big deal down here. Yeah, so bees in San Antonio. And yeah, they are popping up a lot. So that's why. So that's what's beautiful about the GypsyBlac experience, because she does travel. Like, it's traveling Reiki. She goes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, it's going to be beautiful everywhere. And that's why we need to do this retreat too. Obviously, that's what this space is. Everyone combined.
See, I be thinking big.
Yes.
Right? I be thinking big. So it's like,
Alaska.
Which is where I'm at, guys. I'm in Alaska. And let me tell y'all, spoiler alert,
Amanda hates on it every time. Amanda hates on me every time.
Wait, what? Amanda, you gonna love this girl. Anytime she bring up Alaska again, it looks like Denver here. It's nothing. Ain't no polar bears.
I do want to go to Denver.
Ain't no glaciers. Well, girl, don't come all the way to Alaska. Just go to Denver.
So we want to go to Alaska.
You want to go to Alaska and see the Northern Lights.
You know we can see them from Michigan. So just
listen. Ain't nobody going to Detroit. You guys.
Not Michigan.
You guys has been my best friend for a very long time. Okay.
She's been wanting to come to Detroit for a long time.
Guess where I haven't been, because she never planned it right. I have to know exactly where we gonna be at. I don't want to go to no extra shit.
She be asking too many questions. You just got to come to the city and have a good time.
Listen.
Okay. I'm with that.
The D.
See, I like that. See, I want to come down there too.
The D.
Listen, more beauty. I want to pull up. I want a little lace front, get my edges laid.
Girl.
You know?
This the place to be for all that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up, get my hair done like a Power Ranger or some shit, I'm gonna do that.
No, for real. No, I love that. I love what you're doing, that you're expanding on your business and your loves of life and getting to experience them all together. Like, it is just such a beautiful thing. Please give everybody your links and things on how they order. You guys, these are hand-dipped, custom incense. I'm going to keep talking these up because it is for real Black love in your house. Like, I swear. That's what you feel. They're the most amazing smelling, and she does everything custom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's obviously a healing experience. So definitely shop. I'm going to keep plugging it all week, of course. But yeah, please plug your stuff. Let us all know how we can reach you and everything.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm a jack of all trades. Like, I have herbal baths. I have manifestation oils, like attraction oils. I call it a sublime oil because get what you need and get it now. Okay? Right now. And it works fast, y'all. Listen. Again, some of the people that know me, I be asking for shit that I don't even know that I want and I get. And it'll just be like, girl, what you gonna do on all this for? You weren't even ready for that. And you just got all of this shit going on. And that ain't what you asked for. But there's oils, there's dressed candles, there's energy work. Distance energy work is a thing. So even if for some reason I can't get to you, distance energy work is a thing. Crystal grids is the thing. If you want to learn more about crystals, there's an ebook for crystals. Shadow work, healing childhood traumas, conversation time, reclaiming femininity, like all the things. Like, I can't really get it all out. There's infused everything. So whatever you need mushroom journeys, there's teas, there's chocolates.
Yes.
It's so much.
The mushroom journey.
So much.
I had one, just to speak on that. Yeah, speak on that a bit. I had one with her. And it was quite a journey. It was quite eye-opening, soul-opening, I would say. So definitely, if microdosing is something you guys were interested in, I would definitely get with her because she makes it safe and a whole journey and experience, and something that you will continue to do, I think, because that's what I want to do at the retreat that I'm trying to get her at. So just, if you guys,
and I'll put that out there just because it's people looking and watching and all the things. The mushrooms is not a thing to just do all willy-nilly, right? Like, I feel like
get geeked off of.
Yeah, it's a real spiritual journey, guys. Like,
geeked off of them, Pooh. That's the thing right there. Like,
that's what's going on.
You can't be out here doing that for real. Like, at least for me, right? Because I don't believe in telling people that what they want to do and how they want to do things is wrong. I'm not that girl. Right? Because you do things that are right for you within the space and the frequency that you're vibrating on. But what I will say is, if you're interested in actually getting to the root of things, being solution-based, actually creating new realities, creating new experiences, or just simply elevating experiences, truly releasing things, no longer embodying certain experiences or energies. Like plant medicine can do that, amongst other things, right? Guided meditations, Reiki, it's all encompassing, changing your diet, all the things. But plant medicine is a great tool for doing that. Even depression. I know we've all seen the articles. Everybody got anxiety. Everybody got depression. And mushrooms are great for that. But I just believe that it's important that they come from sacred sources. I'm actually working on growing my own.
I know that's right.
So that I have a sacred source that I purchased them from, but I'm also working on being able to grow my own just to make it even easier to offer the retreat. So probably when I figure out the growing part, the retreat is there because, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah,
definitely down.
I love mushroom medicine. Holler at me about mushrooms, oils, candles. I love candle work. Let me tell you, you want some shit done? Light a candle. Sprinkle, baby.
Yeah, B said making it more accessible. Yeah, especially for our community and, you know, people who are learning this, and this was your original medicine, you know what I'm saying? So she's very in tune with that and comes from that type of knowledge base. So, yep, I definitely recommend, guys. I was tripping though, I ain't gonna lie. But it was great.
Yeah, it was a trip. It was a trip. Some of the things that I tripped off then, and then it's that. Like, I don't know what type of things people be looking for, but some of the things I tripped on then, what was that, like last summer, over a year ago?
Yeah.
I'm just now connecting real dots to, like, oh, that's what that was. And that's what that was. And now I better understand that. So it's like, patience.
Work. Yeah, it's real work.
Patience. Work. That's the work. The work is patience. Yeah.
Oh,
and there's a podcast, guys. There's a podcast where I share things that I know to be true. That link is in my bio. GypsyBlac.com probably isn't in my bio, but you can DM me if you need something. Call me if you need some love. I got you. But if you need conversation time, if you just need a little love, and so that I think that's important. I don't charge for everything, right? You can tune into the podcast and hear whatever it is you need to hear, whatever message could have been for you. You can get those things. I've even done readings, like card readings on the podcast. So you can tune in, and the vibe is right and it's what you need is what you need. So it's just that when you know that you're ready for a little bit more, you want to go a little bit deeper, you really want to get, that's when you want one-on-one time. And that's what I don't want people to mistake. So if I wasn't clear about that earlier, or if they came off wrong, I do have resources that don't cost people anything. Follow me on the gram. You can catch gems all the time. But do the podcast.
And where can we listen to the podcast?
Soul Reflections on Spotify, Apple Music, Quotidian Soul Reflections, Daily Soul Reflections, and it's just me jumping online like, hey, this is what I thought about today. Let me tell y'all about this. Did you ever think about this? Well, I knew this was true when I was feeling like this. It's really nothing. If you have topic suggestions, if you have something that you want to hear about, if you have something that you want to talk about, the podcast is a great platform for that. But yeah, I have a lot. There's so much. You need a trust. You need a will. Call me. You need a home cooked meal. Call me. I make all my sauces from scratch. Like, it's really bomb. So look, when I do get a space again, talk to you guys. I'm gonna do it all. You can come eat. You can come take a nap. It's really giving bed and breakfast. You just gonna come spend a few days, get your whole life together.
You got me on the food.
Yeah, you gonna come spend a few days, get fed, right, and leave with just your mind right. Like, get your mind right. So I'm working on it, y'all. Look, I got work I do too. I ain't done. I ain't perfect.
I ain't finished yet. Right.
God ain't done with me yet.
Well, thank you everybody again for joining Sister Soul Sessions. Thank you, Miss GypsyBlac, for being our special guest. It was a lovely time. Anything you want to say, Miss Armour?
It was nice meeting you, Miss Nia, and I hope to see you soon.
Yes, you as well. It has been a pleasure, ladies. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. Good night. Talk to you guys later. See you
All
guys
right.
next
Goodbye.
week.